All right, so in today's class, I'll be teaching us how to create a design from scratch. So let's go to my Canva. Okay, this is my Canva. Today we are not going to search for any templates. Rather, we are going to use our own. We are going to create a design from the scratch. We're going to create our own white paper or white background, and then we start designing from there what we want. So for you, in order for you to do that, you will click on this plus sign you're seeing in the middle, and then it will take you to this page where you will see custom size. You will have to customize, create a customized size. Now, as a graphic designer, it is very important that you should own a ruler, that plastic transparent ruler, and also a measurement or a measuring tape or a measurement tape, whichever one. Either not tailoring tape, but this 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 long rolling tape carpenter uses. Yes, you need to have that tape, because the reason why you need to have it is, assuming you want to design something for someone, and then you are being given a size, or they show you a space that they want the design to fit in. So before you go ahead to design something or to design that, you need to first of all use your measurement tape to measure the width and the height of that place. After measuring it, you now input it in this custom size, and then it will now give you the background. So whatever you design on that background, I'll go and print, and then after printing, it will, in the course of the printing, they will print exactly the size you had initially measured. So the unit I'm going to use to create this my design is in inches. I'm going to choose inches because when you go to print at printing press, they deal more on feet, not inches. They deal more on feet. How many feet, or what the feet you want to print? Is it 2 by 2 feet, 3 by 3 feet, 4 by 4 feet, 5 by 5, or 7 by 5, or 7 by 1, depending on the measurement you are taking. So I'm going to use the width. I'm going to use the width 40 feet, and then the height 60 feet. Okay, once it appears, I'll now create my design. Create design. So what's going to appear right now will be a white page. Yes, a white page is still loading, so I'm going to wait for it to complete the loading. Okay, so now it has loaded, and then what we have is just a blank page of the size of the background that I have chosen. Now, for you to grow in the graphic design world as a beginner, one of the things I encourage my students to do, which I did at the initial stage, is to see flyers that people have already created. I will now download those flyers, copy them, and recreate them with my own write-ups and my own, or with my own elements. I will now recreate them with my own elements. So let's go to gallery. I had initially downloaded a flyer I was going to use to show some things tonight. So this flyer, I'll just bring it in. So the reason why I'm bringing this flyer in is so that I can recreate it. And then the more you recreate flyers online, the more you gain mastery in graphics design. There is no graphic designer on earth who has completed or who has gotten to the peak in the world of graphic design. We actually get to learn every day, because in the world of graphic design it is said that the beautiful ones are yet to be born. So what I'm going to do quickly for us to also do is to recreate this. So you just watch carefully what I'm going to do. Follow each and every step I'm going to take. First is the background of this. Behind the background, we're seeing a skyscraper. So you need to know that the version of Canva I'm using to design now is a cracked version of Canva. In other words, I have access to all the elements, and everything on Canva. I have access to them. I'm not restricted because I'm using a cracked version, not a paid version. It's a cracked version. So I'll tap on my background. I'll go to replace. Once I get to replace, I come to photos. I'll now search for sky scrapers, skyscrapers, or skyscraper. Yeah, you wait for it to load, and then these are pictures will pop up. I can choose any picture I want because I'm using a cracked version of Canva. So let me just choose this one and see if it will go. No. Let me choose another one. Let me choose this and see if it will go. What's happening? My network is okay. Okay, no, it's not going. Let me choose another. Let me choose something else. Let me choose another picture. Okay, let me choose this. Still not going. Let me choose. I'll choose this again rather. Okay, so what I'll now do, after choosing it, what I'll now do is to go to crop and then see how you can adjust it. See how you can adjust it. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay, so this is okay for me. So what I'm going to do next is to the next thing on the background is not the image, but behind the image there is a shape, a transparent shape. So I'll go to elements. I'll search for square, and then after searching for square, I'll come to shape, click on the square right there. Okay, so I'll now bring the square, and looking at the design that I'm trying to recreate, the first square takes half of the screen, so I'll just take this down, and then this takes more than half of the screen. Okay, so as you're designing, you keep zooming the picture to see some hidden details on it. Okay, so I'll change the color. One good thing with Canva is whichever picture you bring in, image you bring in to use and design, it will give you the color samples on that image, just like the one we have here on this image. So I'm going to click on this color. Okay, so I've changed the color, but it's dark, it's not transparent. So you scroll to your left, look for transparency, click on it, and then reduce it. Okay, so I'm going to reduce it. Let it be like this. This is okay. Alright, so what I'll do next is, the next thing there is the black. Okay, is a black shape. where, so I'm going to just, instead of me to go search for another box, I'll just duplicate this with that sign, and I'll bring it here, and then try to position it well, reduce it, and then see how I can position it well. Okay, so we're gonna have this. Okay, so we're gonna have this. Then I'll now change the color to black. Okay, so we're making progress, and then I'll now take it to the back, because I think the navy blue comes before it, so backward, take it backward. Okay, so that's it. And now the next thing is to import a picture gallery. Let me search for a picture of mine. Let me check on Facebook folder. Oh, that's Bluetooth. No, let me check for a picture of mine on gallery. Okay, let me check for a picture of mine on gallery. Let me go to Facebook, and then let me see. Let me check. I'll use this one. I've taken a picture of mine. Okay, so I'll use this rather. So now on this my cracked version of Canva, I don't need to go to BG remover again to take a background. There is already BG remover here in Canva, and it's very cool, so I'll just click on it. But since you are using you are not using the cracked version of Canva, you will still need to go back to BG remover to remove the background of the image you want to use. So I've taken out this. I don't like the position of the picture, so you scroll to flip it horizontally to face this way. Okay, so that's it. Let me adjust the image to suit in. Okay, all right, so there we go. The next is, let me take this in front. The next thing now is to bring in this and cover it down here. Okay, so that's it. Let me check and see if it's transparent. Oh, this is not transparent, so you take out the opacity, the transparency, take it out, and then change the color to this maybe blue. Let me take it up a little. Okay, so the next one is the white. I'll duplicate this, bring it down, and then change the color to white. Make it white. Change the color to white. Alright, so the next we have down there is the last color, which is change the color, which is that's more like gray or cream. Okay, alright, so that's it. And then we have another box. I'll just duplicate this and then resize it, resize it to fit in. Okay, all right, so there we go. Let me adjust it and take it down a little and change the color to black. Okay, let's zoom again and see. Yeah, it's black color, but let me reduce the transparency of that black. No, the black is too dark. Let me check for another black. Let's use this other black for the work and change this other black as well to this other black. Okay, now undo. All right, so basically I've laid out all the shapes and every other thing. So let me start with the text. Okay, let me bring in the pictures, the picture frame. All the picture you're seeing here, they are inside the frame. So what you do is to go to your elements and then go to frames, and then here we have frames. So you choose this box. You can choose any other frame you want and then reduce it. Keep reducing until it enters, because I'm to put in 4 frames in this box, and ensure I keep space for, as you are laying them, you make sure that they are well aligned. And Canva assists and help you to ensure that you align your elements very well because of its automatic ruler. Okay, so I duplicate, bring in the 4th one, duplicate it, bring in the 5th, okay, the 4th one, there we go. So it's all aligned. Okay, so what you should do now is to ensure that you group these photo frames so that by mistake you don't get to scatter them. By clicking on the 3 dots, select multiple, click, and then click the 4 of them and then group. They are all grouped now. Okay, so I'm now going to input in the pictures in the frame. So inside the frame, so I'll now choose frame 1, replace. This is my Facebook, so I'm just going to pick this picture. Okay, once you click, it will automatically enter the frame 2, replace. I'll now take this picture. Okay, so frame 3, replace. I'll now take this picture. Okay, so frame 4, replace. I'll now change it to frame 4, replace, and I'll change it to this picture. Okay, just to align my picture, you can double click and then use your both hand and zoom in. After double clicking, you now zoom in the picture. Remember, we talked about the principles of designing, and then this has to do with positioning and alignment. Since it's a picture, you have to put it inside the frame in such a way that our face will get to appear for people to see, and then done. You do the same to the second picture, double click. Make sure that all the pictures are of the same size, head shape, and just they should be of the same head shape. Okay, so I think because of this picture, I'll just do this. Done. I'll come back to the first picture and increase its size so that the shape of it, head size and everything will be the same. So I use this to measure this, and then I'll still increase a little, and then I'll take it back and position it here. Okay, so you see this and this and this is the same size. Okay, so I'll do the same to this one. Increase it, rotate it, increase it, I'll check here, increase and rotate it a little for it to stand straight. Okay, so take it back to the box, and okay, all right. So this picture is not suitable for this design, so I'm just going to change it. I'm going to replace that. I'm going to replace that with this. Okay, click on it, zoom it out, zoom it out again a little, zoom it, measure, zoom again, and then bring it in. Okay, do the same to this, double click, zoom it, zoom it, and then check, measure and balance. You have to always make sure that no part of the head cuts out. That's why I had to change the first initial picture I was using in the other frame. So, and then there it is. Okay, I think I might need to still zoom this other picture a little bit, and then make sure you centralize it very well, and done. Okay, so what next is there? Are the text on the flyer. So let's start from the upper text, the business development mastery. Let me bring forward that picture of position to front. Okay, the business development mastery text. Add a heading, the, okay, capital letters, the business, that the same font and the same font size. That's why I'm taking just the business. Click on it, change the color to white. Okay, that's it. So now change the fonts to suit in the font you're seeing on the flyer. So you have to start looking for a font that will align with what we have on the flyer. What we have on the flyer is same as this, so let's just use this. Bibas, no. So we take this here, the business. You now go to format, change the alignment to right, and then remove the bonus, cancel, go to exit, go to spacing, reduce the spacing so that they come close together, and then that's it. You now adjust this to align it. Since the business is too big, you go to font size, reduce it from 322 to 200. Let's see, that's okay. That's okay. You now adjust it again. Okay, so we have this. The next is development. So instead of me going to text to choose another text, I'll go back. I'll just duplicate this, bring it down, edit it, and type development. Okay, so the development is the same font type with the business. So the only thing you will do is to go and bold it. Click on bold. So that's it. You now increase the size of the development. Go to font size, increase it to 250. I think that's okay. Yeah, increase it to 250. Go to notch, and then align it to be like what you're seeing on the screen. Okay, seems the business and the development whites are almost the same. Click on the business, go to transparency, and reduce it a little. Okay, all right, so mastery, I'll just click on development, duplicate it, bring it down, edit it, mastery, no, delete it, mastery. Okay, since it's not the same font, the flyer, the font is different, so we go to font and check for a font that will suit the mastery on the flyer imported. So you check for mastery. A font that will suit that. So we'll keep searching. Since I'm using a cracked version of Canva, I can readily I can choose any font I want. But if you're using the paid version, you can't use just any font. Alright, that didn't go. Let me check for another font that might go well. There is a font I'm looking for. Let me go back up. It should be up here. It's a font I readily use always. Okay, Achiever Black. Alright, I think this goes. So let's use this, and then we aligned it. The mastery. We're going to reduce the font size. This mastery is kind of different. Let me delete it. Go to text and then choose a text that will suit in with that mastery. So let's take let's use this. So we bring it in and then change it to mastery. Bring this in, mastery. Change the color to white. Format, bold it. Okay, that's master. I added Y. Okay, to increase it and see if it's going. Now let's check another font. Achieve black. Okay, let's reduce the font size to 250. Let's go to spacing and reduce. And then notch. Alright, so we have this. I'm going to take it down a little. And we have this. And I'll also take this down. Then I'll take this down. Okay, so that's it, the business development mastery. Okay.